Hi, hello,
We're good.
everybody. I literally just got home from a crazy day at work.
Well, I'm just going to start with a recap, so I'm just gonna go. Just gonna get going. So, last time everybody finally made it back up to Narathak, to Port Laneth, and you mentioned that you wanted to help with the whole Triton problem, and you talked to the Archdruid about it. He arranged things, but the arranged things would happen in 2 weeks, so you had some downtime, and some stuff happened to some of you. And, oh yeah, something else that happened, by the way, is that if you got a share of Captain Stamos's trip, then actually you got your profits off of that.
Oh, sweet.
During the downtime. So,
I got 100 gold.
Let me just roll something real quick.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That's cool.
All right, you got 100 in gold plus 16. You got your 100 gold back and then a 16 profit.
Okay, why is there an echo?
Oh, burn Bobbin all the way down on Discord because he's transmitting to us through...
He's muted on Discord.
No, he's not.
But he's muted for me on Discord.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know why there's an echo.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's echoing through someone, I think, but...
Could very well be me.
Have you got his to sound to go through from Road 20? Because Bobbin is also talking through Discord fine.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, well,
Bobbin, can you say...
That's not the particular issue I think he's worried about.
Yeah, it's someone else... I think it's someone else is broadcasting on Roll20. Or, well, no, I can't see anyone else broadcasting on Roll20. That's weird.
I'm seeing you.
I'm not hearing an echo, by the way. I don't.
It's because I was getting echo. I was getting echo before, and I turned off Bobbin on Roll20 because I could hear him through Discord.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hang on. That. I'm gonna remute him and see if that. Can you say something now, Bobbin?
Test.
Okay, well, now it's gone. I guess Discord was just fucking up.
All right.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, and just for reference, the person who brings you the share profits was someone named Master Kylan, who comes asking for, so are any of you the cool kids?
Yes,
Hi.
yes!
Be cool.
We're the coolest kids.
Yes,
all right,
hello.
But that happened a while back. What happened more recently is y'all went to the Isle of the Covenant, which is where the Sea Elves and the Tritons renew their pact of friendship and mutual protection, except that when you got there, you were attacked by a large wave of Sahuagin raiders.
Hagar slept through that, probably.
No, you were there for that last week.
I was seasick.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you were seasick before we got into the ocean.
Yeah, you know, it's preemptive sea sickness.
They're very weak. Hagar not remember weak things.
Well, fortunately, you guys
fuck.
managed to run past the raiding party, while the Archdruid remained behind in order to protect the shrine. And your goal right now is to visit the local outpost that the Tritons used when they were present. And after that, assuming you don't find anything or find another goal, you're going to go to the Sahuagin encampment nearby. Because you have been assured by the Archdruid that if you bear the flag of Parley, that the guard, Sahuagin at least, will respect the flag and bring you to their leaders.
Yeah.
However, you should probably avoid any raiding parties because those are out for blood.
And I
Well-
took enough of mine last time, so
Well, in any event, you kind of got scattered in the run from the raiding party. So it takes you a little while to find each other and collect back into a group. And at that point, I assume that you take a short rest because some of you are low on hit points.
And spell slots.
Short rest doesn't bring back spell slot, or does it for you?
Yes, it does.
It does for warlocks, yes.
Oh, okay.
We're still under the effects of that feast spell, right?
I think that's
Yes.
why we're going to the
Outpost.
outpost first, because it's closer and we would still gain benefits from that. Oh, by the way, Julia, let me see if I can't find it. You get 11 to your max hit points, immunity to poison and fear, and all your wisdom saving throws are an advantage for the next 24 hours.
Whoa! How much HP?
11 to your max hit points for 24 hours. This is the effect of like a 6th level druid spell or something like that. It's really good.
Damn, son!
Hero's Feast. The
Damn,
Archdruid
too bad
gave you
druids are
Hero's
dicks.
Feast. Alright, so if you want to spend any hit points, or spend any hit dice during your short rest and get hit points back, now is the time to do so.
For the
Full health already, motherfucker.
1d12. 11. Hey, I'm back to full.
Nice.
And you also add your Constitution bonus to these rolls.
But I don't need to, I'm back to full.
Yeah, just saying.
so it's the hit dice plus Constitution, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a +1 for me.
It would have been +3. I'd have gained 14. But I was.
I'm actually going to spend 2 in my guess. So that's 2d8 +2, is that right?
Yeah.
So I'm using 2 hit dice?
If you spend 2, it's 2d8 plus 2.
Okay.
If your Constitution bonus is 1.
Okay, so I recover. Yeah. So I recover 16.
Punch the shark.
Oh.
Don't punch sharks.
Don't worry, these are all just the monsters we didn't fight at the last encounter.
Yeah, this is what we ran away from.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use a spell slot to cast Mage Armor on myself, because I assume we're gonna get into a fight within 8 hours. Because
How long does Armor of Agathis last? Because that would be nice to cast ahead of time.
Well, you should cast it once you get closer to your
Yeah,
destination.
no, that's what I was going to do, but I just need to see how long it lasts. Yeah,
But
an
yeah,
hour.
I guess I will.
Nothing is going to happen.
Maybe
during
wait till
that
we get closer. But
Nothing is going to happen during that trip, so I can just assume that it will be active for this next encounter.
Okay, so let me add my temporary hit
Nice.
point. Which is 10? No, yeah, 10 because it's a level 2 spell for me now.
Magic for weak people with small muscles.
nope.
No, magic is really cool, actually.
Tiny muscles.
I actually have good muscles. I'm a fighter. Hello.
Weak fighter.
No.
Aurelia agrees with him. Actually, yes, I'm physically weak.
I'm not. I sing a beautiful song.
Some say the most powerful muscle is the brain.
Those people are idiots.
Those people don't know what a muscle is. Brain's not a muscle.
Nope.
Bobby,
And the
what-
most powerful muscle is actually the tongue.
Interesting.
So also kind of works.
What do I roll to flex?
Nothing. Stop it.
All right, so now that we've got the paperwork out of the way, let's move on. So, when you reach the location of the outpost listed on your map, which it turns out was written on goatskin parchment using oil-based inks, making it effectively waterproof, you don't find much. But it doesn't take you long to find a crack in the nearby cliffside, and the crack leads into an open cavern, lit from above by phosphorescent algae. The algae covers the ceiling in streaks and swirls that look like it's been cultivated. But you don't need to guess that, since the buildings in the center of the cavern make it pretty obvious that it was once inhabited. Now, oddly enough, the buildings have walls, but no roofs. You suppose there's no real need to keep the rain out when you're underwater. Oh, and it turns out that the cavern is still inhabited. As you look at the buildings, a giant shark just behind them turns around and races towards you. Roll initiative. And update your characters if you need to, because I copied them over earlier.
Fucking Disney sharks.
Oh, okay.
Well, the HP updated, so that's fine.
Whoa.
Finally.
Ah.
Finally, an underwater mount.
Hold on, I gotta roll my. Where is?
There you go.
It's just in a. That's a dexterity check, right?
Yes, just dexterity, unless you've got alert or something else that adds to.
I do not.
Okay, so I might be going first then.
Hold on, I'm still trying to navigate this extremely good sheet. There, I did it. Cool kid is cool with a 9. Glad I.
It's like
cast-
I'm going second so far.
I rolled 13.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm going second so far.
Haggard,
I got 18.
you go third.
Well, that makes
You
it
go
fair.
third, you lion.
No, I said I'm going second so far.
Yeah, but you're third, because TMS got 18. You're third. 12 is
Oh,
below.
up there. Oh, I'm seeing. Okay, those scrolled off before I could see it. So yeah, I'm going third. Whoops.
Cool kid's the coolest.
Haggard not very smart, but he know numbers.
Hagar needs to talk like a normal fucking person, please.
That's
Never.
not in his idiom. I'm sorry.
Never.
Oh,
I will talk like this whenever I'm in character.
no thanks, actually.
Alright, let's see here.
Robin's going to give me all the inspiration points.
Bad.
Oh, and for the
Has-
record, Bastion is riding along in my hood, but as I said in the Discord, I like to imagine
hold
that
on.
the druids made him a tiny little cap of breathing just for him.
I'm sorry, you're most drowned.
Actually, are we underwater?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
My owl is not a normal creature. Can it breathe underwater?
Why do you always have an owl?
Well, you
Because
can
they're
actually,
the superior animal. What is wrong with you?
if nothing else, you
God.
can dismiss it from this plane of existence for the time being.
Oh, I'll miss you, Tim.
You're
Can
gonna
my
have
horse
to,
breathe underwater?
Bobbin, you're gonna have to right click and add everybody except for Serial to initiative.
Yeah.
Because we all rolled initiative after you brought up the turn, or before you brought up the turn thing.
I mean, I can roll again if you want.
I mean, I could too.
Well,
I mean,
I've
if
got-
everyone's gonna roll again,
I think I've
Happy
got
with lucky
everybody.
13.
I think I've got everybody's proper initiative typed in here.
Yeah, but I'm only seeing
Yeah,
two people on
I
the
don't-
turn order.
yeah. You might not have it so that everyone can see each other's initiative.
That's weird.
Yeah. Do you right-click add turn, or did you just...
Everyone roll again.
No, I'll probably roll worse.
That's Bobbin's call, so...
No,
I'm
I
the
can.
DM
There
now.
we go. I'm seeing other people now.
I'm usurping Bobbin. This is my adventure.
No.
Still can't see anybody else's name, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
you might have forgot to click the thing that lets you see people's names, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Well, the tokens might not have the names put into them.
Alright, let's see here. So, Grenache gets 18.
Oh yeah, you can put your own initiative score in, guys.
Yeah.
Mako, you forgot that you've got that dagger that lets you roll twice.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so I do.
We have not-so magic items. Don't forget that.
Man, all I got is this ring that gives me mad hops.
That
Save the
don't
14.
work underwater.
Go for the 9.
Wrong. I also have the cloak of a manta ray, so definitely it works. I jump like a majestic dolphin. Idiot.
Someone give her a
like
basketball.
a manta ray.
Dolphin.
Majestic manta ray.
Yeah, a manta ray.
How many dunks do you do?
Well, it means that if
10.
nothing else, her move
Roll to
speed
dunk.
is now 60 as opposed to everyone else's 40.
Oh, it's gonna be faster, motherfuckers. Once I start my beautiful song.
Mine
Alright,
is currently
I
at
think
50, so I'm only a little bit slower.
All right, so I think I got everybody, and now just arrange your tokens in
Oh yeah.
not exactly marching, but swimming order. And please keep in mind that the stone wall on the map is the edge of the cave.
Okay.
What up, idiots?
So we can't. So there's actually a ceiling there. Got it.
Wow, that's a big shark.
Yes,
It is a
Bobbin,
really
I'm
big
starting to think
shark.
you didn't handcraft this map for adventure.
No, but I did tint it blue.
Nice. Very good.
It's the
And
little
also
personal
keep in
touches you
mind
do
that-
for us, Bobbin.
I'm feeling
And
very
also keep in
immersed.
mind that, like I said, there is no roof, and you guys are playing of the building anyway. So do not consider any of these tiles to be an obstruction or hard or difficult terrain.
Oh, swimming's so good. It's like flying, but everybody can do it.
Grenache, you begin.
Yes. Okay, so there's just one giant shark then, is it?
One giant shark.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm not gonna fuck around. I am going to get my hands into a bowl as if it's carrying a bowl in the middle, gather my energy, and fire forward a guiding bolt.
Did you just Hadouken?
No, you
Basically.
did Kamehameha.
Oh!
So I
Sucks.
have to make a ranged spell attack against that shark.
All right, and remember that ranged spells add your spell stats. So that's wisdom.
Yep, so that's a +5. 14.
14 to hit. Yep. I mean,
That
it's a
hits?
giant shark. It's not very good at dodging.
Awesome. Okay, so that's 46 radiant damage. So that's 11 damage, and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I miss my owl.
I don't.
Wow, fuck you!
Okay, I'll find
Why
my
would
way
you
through
want
it
him
right
to
now.
miss your owl?
Okay, so
My owl
within
can't
range of
breathe
my guiding bolt,
underwater.
non-range of anything else. That's one of my spell slots as well. I'm just gonna shuffle to here for now. And I'm gonna hold off on doing anything else right now.
Alright. Mako. Good thing you have that magic dagger.
To position myself in such a way, an area that I would be able to, if not on this turn, to sneak attack the shark. But I'm too far away to do that currently.
Well, you can move 40 feet. Remember that.
Having to measure distance. So,
that's the little ruler on the left.
It's like 65 feet to get to the shark from where I am, so...
Yeah, so I want to... would like to kind of...
Special note about ranged weapons. They work... crossbows and regular bows work normally in their regular range, but for their long range, they always fail. The bolt or arrow just loses all of its momentum by that point. You could hold your action.
Yeah, I would like to move this area. I'm just gonna take a position.
And it is a shark?
No, I don't mind.
Right, but also
yeah, so
remember that
hold
you
my
can't...
action.
Yeah, hold your... so you're holding your action to fire a crossbow bolt once it gets within short range.
Or to attack it with a dagger once it gets into... I prefer to launch at it with like a sneak attack. Although you can sneak attack with a crossbow bolt, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, then I'll do that, yeah. Cool.
Basically, if you would have advantage on your attack, then you can apply sneak attack bonus damage to it. And between the guiding bolt and the fact that you would be going first and you're an assassin, you would get advantage on this attack. That being said, it is the shark's turn now.
Wow.
And the giant shark has a 50-foot movement speed.
Shit.
Idiots. They can't get to us. What are you worried about?
I mean, this
Well,
is
it can
true.
get to the closest food-looking thing on the map. So,
Now, that shark isn't within 5 feet of me, so I can't help you.
I mean, would Nako even really look like food to him? Nako's more like a garnish that you'd put next to the
Yeah, I'm more
meal.
kind of like a snack in many different ways.
Unfortunately, in this context, you're an appetizer.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He's
I'm
like the
not-
onion
I'm not a
rings.
dish. I'm not a full meal, but I am definitely a snack in every sense of the word.
I would have thought it would have gone for the thing that hurt it, but
As it
okay.
approaches, but before it engages you, you can fire off that crossbow bolt.
Sure, let me do that now.
Sorry, is that the sound your crossbow makes?
I didn't make a noise. That was someone else.
You get
Yeah, let me
another-
start.
Get another.
Yeah, sorry, let me. I just want to add to roll the 2d6. Add it to the bonus,
dang.
so that would mean.
Holy moly.
Well, roll your second attack roll.
Yeah, you can see if it crits.
Roll it again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, not as good, but still worth the try. And so don't forget your basic attack damage.
Sorry, yep.
Okay, so that is 21 points of damage.
Jeez,
You fire that bolt.
We say I got it like no.
You fire that bolt straight into its nose. Unfortunately, it has a prodigiously large nose. In scale with the rest of it. Fortunately, it only has one attack.
Well, bye, Nico.
See you,
We love
Nico.
you.
You were a cool character while you lasted.
Wait. Hang on. What's Nako's... No, wait. His armor's not going to be anywhere near that, right?
My AC is 16.
Well,
Yeah, so even if I fucking get a 6, that still will destroy you.
And it takes a 21 point bite out of you.
1 point of health?
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Nico, don't die.
This is lame. This is the weird first boss fight. Not lame, but weird.
So yeah, the shark, undeterred or unfrightened, proceeds to bite you, put you right in its mouth. You have to fight your way out, and in the process, you take a lot of nicks and bruises and scrapes from its giant, serrated teeth. Hagar.
By the way, when I leveled up to level 4, my health would still be 24, right? Sorry, I don't want to... I know this is ruining the moment or whatever.
When you level,
No, when you level up, you get more health points.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Based on your
Oh, sorry.
add those,
Sorry, that's
didn't
my
you?
mistake. Sure, I meant to add? I don't know how to level up in this game.
You roll your hit dice. You roll one of your hit dice and add that much to
Oh, this
your...
is right. I don't want to take away from the scene. Sorry, I'm being a bad player. Excuse me.
So
Well, it's kind of important.
Mike.
It's kind of relevant at the moment, so go ahead.
Yeah, you might want to roll one of your hit dice and add that much to your...
that actually reminded me, I did not update my hit points when I updated my character, so thank you for reminding me, my friend.
So
Okay, how do I roll my hit
as
dice?
a thief, you get, or as a rogue, you get
You
a
can
D8,
just take the average, I believe.
a D8 plus your Constitution bonus, which for Nako is +2.
So you can also
rolling
hit the
what
average
plus my
if you
Constitution?
want. You can either roll a
Constitution.
D8 or you can just take 6.
Add 7.
And just add 7.
7.
okay.
Plus my Constitution bonus, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Okay, can I add 8 to my health?
Yeah.
So you got a little above the average. That's good.
Cool,
You have 8
thank
more
you.
hit
So
points
that
than you
means
thought you did.
that's fair enough. Sorry, let me...
Also, does the 24 also include the 11 we got from Hero's Feast?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had that too. You weren't here last week.
Didn't know what that was. So...
Get plus 11 to your maximum hit points, immunity to poison and fear stuff, and advantage on wisdom saving throws.
7 more points, right? You just said?
11,
Yes.
yes.
It's 2d10 and I rolled an 11.
Yeah, you have, so you actually have 19 more hit points than you thought you did.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so 43 minus 21... 22, right? Yeah, right. So I have 22 hit points instead of 3, which is nice.
Yeah.
Guys, it's fine. Sorry. Anyway.
Hagar.
Is it my go now?
Yes, it is within range of your fists and or pipe.
Here we go. So I had a cool line, but the heat's kind of gone out at the moment. But I'm still going to say it. Hagar, hope you enjoy. Shut up, I'm making my cool line. Hagar, hope you enjoy snack because it's time for knuckle sandwich.
Nice.
Thanks, Caleb.
That's really bad.
And yet so good. Anyway, I swim up and, get fucking mad. I'm raging. I'm doing rage and I'm just gonna fucking smack it. When I find the attack roll, there we are. And then when I click the thing, and there we are. 17 to... Why have I moved backwards? 17 to AC.
Yep, that hits.
Does that hit?
Yes. Roll damage.
That's 1d... I'm hitting it with both hands, so 1d10 plus 5 because of my rage damage. And it now has disadvantage on attacking anything that isn't me because of the rage effect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lake.
Okay, Lake is going to do the only thing that nobody else is going to do. He's going to be like, hey guys, remember, all can fight vertically. Swings 40 feet straight up, and is going to use Eldritch Blast.
Hey guys, remember that we can move in a dimension that adds absolutely nothing to our tactics.
It does add stuff to the tactics. It makes it
No, it
move
doesn't.
further to us. For us.
The shark can also just swim towards you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the shark can.
But now
also...
it also has to move over and up to reach me. So
I mean,
This is what they call three-dimensional chess. Because you're thinking about all dimensions, and you're about to checkmate this shark.
It could just move diagonally up. I'm not.
I don't think.
We say sharks. If they stop moving, sharks will die, and therefore, If
I don't think a 9's gonna hit it, and I don't think we have the cool advantage thing anymore.
Yeah, your advantage thing has run out.
Yeah, nope, I miss.
Guidance has expired.
Okay, well, that's all I can do, I believe.
So the shark is thrashing a little too much. You're a little too far away to get a good beat on it. And you miss.
The shark Wily will make great mount.
I can do something as a bonus action. I don't think... No, none of my stuff is bonus actions, so I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna go then. First off, bonus action to start playing song. I start singing. That gives me 70-foot speed because I'm in the water with my cool manta ray cloak. So I'm just gonna swim up here doing some cool kick flips, some spinny doos, and then I'm going to attack it as soon as I find my thing. Oh yeah, also my AC is now 19.
Noted.
19.
Fuck me. That's okay. I also just got a thing called, I think it's Action Surge, but it lets me do another attack.
Oh yeah, Action
so
Surge.
I'm just gonna...
Oh yeah. Because you're a fighter.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers!
That'll
What's up? Okay, so then...
Yeah, for the record, a 12 just barely misses. You are, much like Lake, thrown off by its flailing rear. But then
I just stab it in the nose. Stab it straight up while I'm still singing and doing cool fish tricks.
Stab it right behind the gills. Because its mouth is still facing NATO. Aurelia.
Well, my fish tricks are still really cool. You can't take that away from me.
Do you guys you three who are next to the shark, you guys all still have your reaction?
Sure.
Yeah, they all do.
Yes. A reaction is an action that you can take on someone else's turn. You have not taken your...
Yes.
You have not done something on someone else's turn yet, therefore...
Yeah, I was just checking. So, what Aurelia's going to do is she's going to tell the shark that nobody loves it, and actually it will die alone and friendless.
Whoa.
Using dissonant whispers. So the shark has to do a wisdom save, and I checked. Sharks can hear. I wasn't 100% sure, but sharks can hear, so this does work on the shark. And you know what? She's gonna cast it as a second level spell just to.
Well, it looks like it's gonna work.
Okay, so.
The shark's an idiot.
It's a shark.
Well, I've met some intelligent sharks. Have you ever seen the movie?
Wow, that was not the best roll. Okay, so it does 8 psychic damage, but more importantly, it has to run away now. And that means that the 3 of them are all going to get opportunity attacks on the shark.
Yes. Yeah.
You know the bad thing about my opportunity attacks, though? If I hit, then the shark stops moving.
That's still... Okay, so you go last.
I think you can only run away on its turn, Bobbin.
No, it has to take an immediate action to run away.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as the speed allows away.
Yeah.
I want to stab it with my opportunity attack, so we're doing that, right?
I'm going to hit it because I have to. I'm mad. I'm raging. 15.
Motherfucking yeah!
Those both hit.
Okay, so because I hit the shark speed, because I hit the shark speed is 0 and it actually doesn't go anywhere.
15 also hits.
Yeah, all that hits.
So your thing isn't optional, like it has to. It's just it's just a thing I'm sent.
Good job, Ice Cream. Actually, I can't. I'm too busy singing. I sing it.
It also can't disengage from me either.
This rules.
Wow.
Well, it was just going to swim
when I stand
directly.
next to something, it doesn't go anywhere.
Well, it was just going to swim directly back at you anyway, so this doesn't really change anything, strategically speaking.
It's good. We're playing shark ping pong.
Grenache. Looks like there's a spot open if you want it.
Well, I've beaten up pretty well, so I guess I'll take it. Rush in with my spear, first of all.
That'll work.
I'm sure it will. 1d6 plus 4. Oh, would help if I typed it right.
Oh, shit. Did anyone not get, like, full healing from their using hit dice? Because I forgot that I have a thing that lets my friends get extra healing from.
I didn't get full healing.
Yeah, you get, like, an extra 1d6 heal for short range.
I'll roll the extra 1d6 after I've done my damage.
Sure.
So, gonna expend one of my key points as well. Deliver a flurry of blows.
Make it happen. Oh dear.
I have a bunch of shark. Alrighty, let's get that damage out of the way first.
I think you just chummed the shark.
No, it was going to be my mount.
No, it wasn't. Stop it.
And he's a half-orc, so he rolls 3d4.
3d4 plus 4.
Oh my god.
Jesus, fuck. Well,
13 damage.
I knew you, Mr. Chompy.
I can't believe that shark fucking dead.
No, it's still alive.
Well,
Don't worry about
And
it.
the 12. I think that misses.
And a 12 misses. And yeah, it's still alive. I mean, you shoved that spear right in there, and you used it as a wedge to just sort of pummel the injury itself. But man, this thing is still going.
Yeah, that crossbow bolt that was fired earlier, I just punch it and do more damage with it. Also, that 1d6 healing thing, I got 3 back.
And you are free to disengage if you feel like it.
I'll pull back a little bit.
Nago.
Why you were doing so good when you were in the shark's face? Coward.
Hey, I learned from experience to pull back.
And keep in mind that while you don't get advantage on this roll, you are flanking it with two of your allies, so you will get sneak attack damage on this attack as well.
Okay, I think that hit it.
Nako's revenge.
Sorry, 1 second.
Alright, please don't kill it. I have a really good one-liner for if I kill it. But I will also still say it if you kill it.
I'm going to roll subdual damage and tame it.
So you're not.
I'm going to get the mount.
Not a monster that you can tame. I'm sorry.
Snake eyes, that's fine.
Oh, who's the GM? Is it you or Bobbin?
The problem is that it's fully grown. Kind of hard to tame a shark of all things. It's fully grown.
My muscles are strong enough to tame anything.
All right. You want to do anything with your bonus action?
To disengage. Over here, say.
Yes. Yes, that's fair. All right. Well, the thing about the shark is that it's not very smart, and it doesn't realize what all of these spectral voters around it are doing. So it's going to attack Lady Serial and get disadvantage.
And because it's attacking someone that isn't me, I get a reaction to hit it.
You've spent your reaction already.
Yeah, you used it already to attack it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it tried to disengage and you made sure it didn't.
Damn you, whoever it was.
Well, it hits.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, my beautiful mage armor. I know
It's fine.
I'm thinking.
Fine, you've probably got a lot of HP, right?
39.
Wow.
So, yes.
Is that before or after the food?
After. Well, hey guys! That food saved my entire life! No, because now I have 11 left and it gave us 11, so...
It must be hard not having 54 hit points after the food.
Oh wait, shit. What's your? Damn it! I wasn't paying attention, or else maybe I could have saved you from some of that. But oh well.
That's alright. I'll be fine.
Attackers.
Hey, you guys need to remind me if you ever get just barely hit by an attack. Let me know so that I.
Oh,
can
well,
try
my
to save
AC
you.
is 19.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry.
Or was at least.
No, it's still 19.
Is it not a concentration?
So Fisk is Palpatine.
No.
He's trying to destroy the team. I vote for him.
It lasts for 1 minute,
Okay.
and mage armor lasts 8 hours.
Nope, just double checking.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to hit it.
That works. Roll damage.
Nine.
All right. You're finally getting close to the end now. Anything else you want to do?
There's nothing else I can do. I'm still mad, but that's the only bonus action I get is to get mad or not mad, so...
Continue to get madder.
I stay mad until it dies or I go a turn without hitting it.
Eternal state of mad.
Lake, can you end this?
I'll try. I'm not even gonna bother swimming another 40 feet up. Just too busy with the guys in front. So, just gonna spend my entire turn shooting. Better than a 2. That's much better than a 2. I forget how much damage Arcane Blast does. For Eldritch Blast, I think it's a D10.
I don't remember, and I'm not looking it up.
Yeah, it's 1d10 force damage. So next level, I get to add my charisma bonus to that. Bam!
Did you
6.
Why didn't you already take that? That's like the first thing you take.
Is it still fucking alive?
Yes.
Oh my god! Yes!
I hope
But
you
I have to hit it.
No, Julia, please miss so that I can insult it to death.
Chill the fuck out. I'm gonna stab it with my sword.
my beautiful shark baby.
Fucking fuck! Alright, well, if you insult it to death, I'm still gonna scream my thing, so it's fine.
Okay.
Well, you got your chance.
Yep.
Can't we recruit the shark instead?
Well, really, it just has to make a wisdom save.
Oh, I just forgot.
I'm using vicious mockery. I'm saying.
Sorry.
You are fit for nothing but sashimi, my friend.
What are you?
You should have resisted the shark's damage.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
How much do I resist?
Resist means half.
Oh, wait. No.
Yes.
And attacks always have resistance to damage, so yeah, get half your damage back. Sorry.
Yeah, Hagar is very good as a frontline team player.
Hagar, I respect you.
All right, but back to the insult.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying that I'm sorry, but you are not cut out to be a shark. You are only fit to be sashimi.
What is sushimi?
Jimmy.
Kind of food.
Well,
does it have more than one hit point? Because
it has 1 hit point.
Okay, well, I overkill it by 3 hit points.
We're gonna need a bigger
It gives up on life.
I'm gonna hit it.
I scream my good line.
You didn't realize that a shark could frown in despair before, but, well, now you've got proof that it can.
Okay, who's our resident chef?
You just bullied a shark to death.
I cyber bullied a shark to death.
Well, I do have proficiency in cooking supplies.
Congratulations,
Perfect.
Aurelia. You are healed for 4 hit points.
Bobbin, I want to loot.
Well, that would be cool if I.
Not Aurelia.
Cereal.
Cereal. Yep. Congratulations, Cereal.
Thanks.
You are healed for 4 hit points. That's all the hit points I can do today.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Hey, the shark.
Let's turn that shark frown upside down.
Bobbin, what?
I've got to feed the cats.
I'm gonna take one of
Is that
its
a euphemism?
I take it. I take all of it.
Taking one of them because I want it to be a cool souvenir of that time
I like you enough
I
to have a tooth.
killed a shark with my good friends Hagar and Nico, and everyone else did not help as far as I can tell.
Who else wants a tooth?
Excuse me?
I'm taking all-
Sorry, I forgot you were there. Yeah, you did. You ran up and screamed at her or something?
I grab at one of his teeth, and then oh wait, this one's got pieces of cereal on it. Gross.
No, it's probably Nico.
Go on it. Oh man.
I think it's more likely Nico.
That'll clean right off.
Yeah, we're in the water.
It would be easy
shaking
to-
around.
Distinguish between goblin flesh and elf flesh. It's very easy actually when you know how to look.
Lake is just looking at it going, I hear shark meat's actually not that bad.
I hear it tastes like.
Nico doesn't say that, and then said doesn't say anything.
Yeah, and in response to Lake, I go, yeah, that's not bad, actually. On that note, can I borrow someone's dagger?
I mean, don't you have your own why don't you have your own dagger?
I don't keep those things around with me.
Okay, fine. I swim up to you and I hand you the dagger that that the druid stabbed himself to death with.
Oh, I should have told my
Help me
electric.
regret asking now. But I turn around and start carving up the shark meat.
Yeah, shark meat.
Oh, let's carve into its stomach. It might have eaten some loot.
This is true. It might have eaten some loot. We don't know, actually.
Well, I'm harvesting the meat either way, but sure we can.
Have fun digging through shark guts.
Yeah, why would you do any of that?
They smell bad on the outside.
Hagar, but Hagar not have much money.
So is your idea that since they smell bad on the outside, they should smell good on the inside?
Wait, Hagar, aren't you like a politician?
Oh yeah, he's a mayor of somewhere.
Hagar not get paid to be mayor. Yeah.
I don't think anyone gets paid.
It's like in Cuba, the politicians are volunteer.
I'm pretty sure you get paid to be a mayor. It's not like being an orphan.
I have 8 gold.
You get paid to be an orphan.
What?
No, you don't.
Wow, sounds like somebody should have joined the orphan.
This is not Discworld, okay?
I'm starting to think this guy is some kind of orphan scab. Taking the job of a real hard-working orphan.
Okay, first of all, fuck you.
Orphan, his...
I'm very
yes.
confused.
I wonder what's happened if I strap these shark teeth to my pipe.
Get a shark teeth pipe?
I don't see any disadvantage to that at all, actually.
Alright, give me a hand. I'm going to tie these teeth to my pipe.
Alright, I come over here and I go there and help you.
Great, that's good.
While they're doing that...
that is good roleplay. That's like top 10.
Yeah, since I heard Bobbing coming back, I'm just going to say that I borrowed Blake's dagger and I'm just carving the shark up, just harvesting the meat and seeing if there's anything inside.
Hey guys, look at this bed. Doesn't it kind of look like a face if you look at it like that?
Like what?
Oh my god!
I've seen like videos on YouTube of like here's like the top 10 like
oh yeah, I see a face.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I will say this: if you how do you rotate your character? God damn.
Is that little bit that sticks out of the top?
Oh, okay. If you look at it like this instead, it looks like Goatsy.
I'm glad that you see Goatsy in all things, my friend.
Alright. Okay, so
you carve open the stomach of the shark, and it contains some whole bones, remains of the things it has eaten, as well as what you think are chairs and bits of table from this very outpost, but nothing of particular value.
How hungry must it have been to eat wood?
Sharks aren't very smart?
Not this one, apparently.
Also, how did they get wood stuff to sink like this? That's impressive.
They made it out of ironwood. Are you fucking dummy?
Once wood soaks through, it does sink. Like, think of, sunken ships.
No, those float.
Yeah, I harvest the meat either way. Is there anything I should add to that, or...?
You harvest 5,000 pounds of meat from the shark, but you can only carry 100 back.
Well, I will say this.
Good thing I got a bag of holding.
Give me an intelligence roll to figure out how to tie the shark teeth onto your pipe.
Oh my god.
Can I confer advantage to that since I was helping him?
Don't make me roll intelligence.
I'll do it. Hand it over. I have the highest intelligence in this stupid party.
Let Hagar try first.
Alright, you dum-dum.
I'm giving him... I'm saying I should give him advantage since I am helping.
I don't know what roll.
You hurt yourself on the shark teeth. Take 3 points of damage.
Haggard, how did you even do that?
The shark finally damaged me in death.
Okay. Haggard, can I see your pipe in the teeth? I'll do it for you. Is it just an intelligence check? Because I'll just roll that.
Well, if you've got appropriate crafting tools, you would get to add your proficiency, but other than that, it is intelligence.
Okay, I do it.
I've only got proficiency in woodworking.
God damn, you're dang dumb. Okay, here you go, buddy.
All right, yeah, you successfully used string and the opening of the pipe to line it with shark
You successfully used string.
So your pipe now deals slashing damage instead of bludgeoning.
Wow. Nice pipe, buddy.
Okay, since I've already coughed up the shark and got whatever from it, I'm gonna give the dagger back to Lake and give him my thanks, albeit grudgingly.
Yes, this is nice pipe. I'm gonna go to sleep on this bed.
No, we're here for a reason. Come on, Hagar, we're going. Hagar.
Oh my god,
Hagar, we're going. Hagar, whatever.
The beds are actually made of stone. Cushions really are kind of pointless underwater.
Okay, so is this... I'm guessing this is a tower going down? Because there's really no point to having...
It goes up. You notice that it has a better view of the entrance to the caves than the main room does.
Okay. Is there anything of interest that might help us learn what happened to these guys in here?
Roll investigate.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Find out. Abilities, here we are. Invest. Yeah. 17.
Sorry, what?
I was checking this tower out to see if there's any clues as to what happened to the Tritons.
They died. That shark?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. The tower is mostly empty. There is what appears to be what's left of a chair. But otherwise, the tower does not contain anything.
I swim back and I said to everybody,
I'll be right back.
There's nothing in the tower, guys.
I'm gonna investigate outside and around the outside area, see if anything catches my attention.
Roll investigate.
Would the well actually be here, considering they wouldn't have to like gather water for anything?
Where else would they get water from?
The well does not really exist.
Okay,
no.
Just making sure.
Nothing outside here but water, guys.
I would also like to investigate.
Let's all investigate.
No, I used up all my mental strength to find those teeth to your stupid leg pipe.
Okay. Nico does well.
Me and Hagar are basically on the same level.
So, Neko, where are you investigating exactly?
To search the inside of the house, like the area, say this main room that I'm standing in.
Alright. So, in the main room, you don't find too much aside from, waterlogged tables, chairs, what looks like a fireplace, although you're not quite sure how that works. You probably have to ask the Tritons. But since you got a high investigation score, you do notice a few grooves described around the edges of the fireplace. So it probably has some sort of magical trigger that will warm the interior, perhaps.
Can I roll Arcana to see if that would have anything to do aside from the fireplace?
You can.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait to see if you fail.
I'm pretty good in Arcana.
Really?
But not that good, apparently.
Well, let me take over.
The rooms appear to be in from a magical tradition that you have never encountered.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a look. See, with the professionals.
I mean, just
tell me everything I know about this. Probably seen this before. Let me just give a quick lecture to Lake about it and kill him.
All right.
Switch for a fireplace.
No,
You
that's
got
all
it.
This looks like a fairly standard enchantment, at least by the standards of Grey Elves back home. A fire that produces heat but not light, which is sometimes used in place of fires that create light but not heat. And
I'm going to swim to the bottom as well.
the activation phrase is in a language you are not familiar with, but you might be able to sound it out in case you wanted to get a fire going.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because I'm a genius.
All right.
A magic genius.
Roll insight to figure out the language.
All right, well, hold on. I'm actually not bad at insight. As soon as I find it. Yep, no, I'm great at insight. I'm very insightful. Very insightful. This says, fuck Lake, and then I swim away.
You bite your tongue saying out the words. Take 3 damage.
No, I didn't get a negative number. I'm fine.
All right.
You don't get to be cocky on a 1.
Lake, when you investigate the room that your token is in, you notice that it seems to have been emptied out in a hurry. Like, there are shelves, there are places for clothing to go that are clearly empty. But when you open one of the drawers, you happen to find a fancy armband made out of, carved out of driftwood. It appears to have been left behind in the shuffle.
Is there anything...
Looks like it could be worth a little something if you bring it back with you.
Is there anything written on it that might give us a clue as to where to go?
No, it's just purely symbolic, decorative.
Alright. I pocket it. And don't tell the rest of the party about it.
Meanwhile, I'm checking room on the other side, apparently.
Yep.
Hot damn.
I'm actually rolling that 20 for that, so...
I got his crime. I sense crime.
No, you don't.
Lady Serial, you can actually take a rubbing.
Perfect.
Of the symbols. It's
I'm gonna do that.
Don't do crime.
And Grenache, you actually discover that this must have been the quarters of whoever was in charge of this outpost.
That's what I thought this room, but I was wrong.
Because you find, placed very prominently in one of the drawers, a book. One that is very clearly waterproofed, much like your map is. Unfortunately, it's written in another language.
Does anybody have comprehend languages? God damn it.
No, I didn't take that.
You can roll
Unfortunately not.
Arcane to at least identify the language.
Okay, I'm gonna go try and do...
Yeah, anyone know what the language this is?
Hold on a second. I can try and find out. Give me a...
Roll Arcana, is it?
Yeah, it's Arcana.
Why are you guys doing this without me? Are you kidding me?
Because I know what it is, damn it.
Hold on, Lake. Let the professional. I'm gonna roll my Arcana.
I hope you get another one. Because that would be hilarious.
Hi, what's this say? And also, I can speak it.
No.
Pretty sure you can't speak it.
Well, what's it say? 23,
well, this is very clearly written in Primal, and Lady Serial identifies it as the Aquan dialect of Primal.
Did anyone speak Primal?
Not yet.
No. I
Take a
speak
rubber.
common and only common because
I
my
speak
character
common.
literally does not know that he speaks Celestial.
I only
that
speak
seems-
common and orcish. How similar is primal to orcish?
Not at
gonna
all.
guess not.
I'm gonna take a rubbing of this. Good God.
It's a book. It's written in a book. It's not like a carving.
Oh.
What?
I wasn't paying attention. I'll take
Yeah,
the
the-
book then.
No, you won't. I got the book.
Okay, as long as someone's taking the book. Though I
Yeah.
feel like the person who identified it should maybe get the book because
You
they
mean
know
both
what
of
they're
us?
talking about. I got a 23.
I found it with a nat
Yeah, he
20.
found it. Listen,
All right, let's split the difference and give it to Hagar.
no, let's
I
not.
would like to hear
Actually.
these runes.
Among the bakery, and I just stashed the book among my clothes.
Hagar, stop. Son.
See, like, I've hit the runes.
Do I manage to find anything else, or is it just the book?
It was just the book.
You know, if you
And-
magic,
But you did
If you
notice.
I take the book.
that better not be a crime.
My favorite.
That is
That
versus,
better not be a crime.
that is versus perception, for the record.
Whoops.
Whoops, you still have it, my boy.
Literally could no, Nago,
No,
you don't need
have
to roll it.
perception. It's the person you're stealing from.
Literally, Grunosh could not have even beaten it because even if he rolled a net 20, it would not have beaten a 24.
Oh, but for going nat 20, I definitely would have noticed.
No, because that's not how spell
you
checks
got
work.
Yeah, you got a nat 20 also, so like.
No,
you
that's
got
not.
that-
But
you got
even
that.
then, like,
Yeah, I
nat
know, I'm
20s
still
and nat
saying-
1s don't mean automatic failures and successes in skill checks.
Yeah, natural 20s are only really good for attack rolls. For everything else, it's just you got a 20. It's a good thing.
It's funny to pretend they're good for everything. Anyway, I hit the runes. What happens?
I'm gonna stay in this room as he hits the roof. Sounds like a.
Okay.
Well, the
No, that comes
walls
up.
are fairly. The walls are solidly built, so they don't give even a little bit when you hit them.
Hitting the runes did nothing.
Can I take a look at the runes? I feel like I'm understanding my role in this party. Just roll some arcana.
What else can I hit?
Stop hitting things!
I'm not good at investigating.
I've used up all my brain power. Mostly to tie the shark teeth to your stick.
Oh, that's interesting. The DM gets to see whispers.
No, I can
No,
also
that's
see them.
or that's
No,
just a
I'm not.
regular-
Yeah,
Or that's just you just typed in whisper, because you can actually whisper to people.
yeah, I know.
There's got to be something hidden here.
Uh,
What
Keep
about?
in mind-
It's got to be something that.
Keep in mind that if you find
There's got to be
nothing
something
else,
here
you
that
can
drives
always
the
go
butthole.
over to the Sahuagin.
yeah, we could, but they're jerks.
I mean, I'm always in the mood for fighting more things, but first of all, I want to flip this table and look underneath it.
You flip the table, you find more wood.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to go to the Sahuagin, everyone. They probably actually know Aquin, which is a good thing for us.
Yeah, because we took those rubber.
Yeah, they're probably criminals, and I'm going to have to hit them.
Don't hit them.
I'll
I
try.
think I can translate this book. Wait, where the hell's my book?
Nice! Told you should have let. We should have let Hagar hold on to it.
Good.
No one can get past his buff muscles.
No, I had it pretty secure in here. What the hell?
It's fine, I'll steal the book.
You don't know where it is. No one knows where it is. Hagar, stop! You're embarrassing yourself.
I pick my own
Who could have done
pockets.
this?
Hagar, you look rather
Okay,
awkward as
finally
you're,
back.
as you're
What did I
rifling
miss?
through Nash's pockets while facing him.
Hey, Nico, I'm just gonna point out that I'm like the smartest person
Quietly
here.
clear.
Guys, Fisk, we found a book written in Aquin, so we're gonna go to visit the Sahwajin, see if they'll translate it for us.
We lost the book. Well, I say we, but we entrusted it to our good friend Gummy Bear over here. And Gummy Bear, what happened to the book?
I'm sure the book is floating around somewhere.
My sweet Gummy Bear.
We're going to have to find the book before we go.
Yeah, everyone back in! We're never leaving! Unless someone has the book. Does anyone have the book? Is anyone gonna let this continue?
Hagar not just disappointed.
Can we please?
Can I roll sleight of hand to put the book in?
Reverse pickpocketing.
Yes, yes, yes. Please, Bobbin, please.
Oh, do it.
I'm doing it.
Who are you putting it back? Whose pockets are you putting it into? Oh, Hagar's.
It's Hagar's pockets. Hagar, no, this rules.
Yes.
Well, guys.
Hagar somehow had book all along. Never knew.
Okay, no.
I told you the book is safe with Hagar.
Let me paint a picture. Let me paint a picture here. While Mike Hagar is awkwardly rifling through Grenash's pockets while facing him, and Grenache is just sort of awkwardly letting him, Nako, unbeknownst to anyone, swims up and puts the book into Hagar's pocket.
Wait a minute,
When Hagar
hold on.
finishes violating Grenash's personal space, he reaches into his own pocket, pulls out the book.
Oh, I didn't see shit. I was too busy looking at some nice coral reefs or something.
Wow, what a turn of events!
Hagar
As frustrated as I am with Hagar just feeling me up out of nowhere,
Let's go. Let's leave.
I barely noticed the action taking place, and my glare just turns from Hagar straight to Nako, and it is a piercing glare.
Hagar doesn't remember taking book, but Hagar not got good memory.
Hagar, it's very clear that the book felt protected by your sweet muscles, my muscly boy. That's why it's there.
I see no problem with this explanation.
I take it we're saying all of this as we start moving towards the.
Yep, I'm a wizard. I know what I'm talking about, especially when it comes to books that are full of Aquan.
That's good role play. Let's move on.
Yep. All right. So
And scene.
So you're
For
on
the
your way
record,
to
as we proceed, I'm keeping my eyes on Nako the entire time.
Yep,
Who doesn't have their eyes on Nako? Hi, Nako. You're my best friend.
Me, I've got my eyes on my pipe.
Fair.
Mr. Nako's a snack.
Appetizer.
I'm going to guess Armor of Agathis wears off at this point.
Yes.
My mage armor doesn't, motherfucker.
And eventually, so will the hero's feast.
Oh wait! Shit! I had that other thing. I had advantage on attack rolls. God damn it!
Haha.
So the first thing that you find along your journey is another cave entrance. This one in a crack in the ground, rather than in the sides, or in the side of a canyon.
I'm too busy thinking about the good trick Nako probably played.
Yeah, let's go in the cave.
Yeah, let's do it.
But before we do that, I'm going to spend 10 minutes giving everyone an inspiring speech.
Okay.
About fighting sharks and how good we'll be at fighting more sharks should they come.
All right. Well, the cave is actually might be a good idea to stay in there for the night because it's rapidly getting dark underwater here.
Oh, so yeah.
Also,
persuasion.
I need to persuade you. I was just giving you 10 temporary hit points. But you don't need them because we're sleeping.
I can probably save the speech for the morning.
And
So
doesn't look like there's a limit to how many
I'm
times I
guessing
can do it. So
my foresight effects wear off during the long rest.
I'm guessing we're back to normal HP.
That
No.
wore off before the shark attack.
Oh, did? Oh, well then never mind. I didn't have immunity. I didn't have advantage.
Yeah, he said.
No, I just forgot that it was given to me. I got an extra thing.
Are we back to normal HP?
Yes. Your bonus from the your bonus from Hero's Feast is gone, but you are back up to full hit points, and you get half of your hit dice back if you spent them during short rests.
Nice.
I can't believe I've only got 43 hit points now.
I can't believe I was at full hit points this entire time.
Okay, so I go back up to 4. Is that right?
Yes. Your
Okay.
hit point total goes back all the way up to full, minus the 11 from Hero's Feast.
My hit dice. I mean.
Yeah, we took a long rest.
Oh yes, you get half your hit dice back during a long rest. You only spent 2, so you get 2 back. So there you go.
Okay, cool.
Jeez, I don't get a third spell slot until 11th level. God damn. Okay.
Yeah, warlocks are pretty reliant on their cantrips.
Okay, while we're taking a rest, is there any sort of air pocket that we enter, or is it just all underwater?
No air pockets, except for
Okay.
the air pockets around your head because of the caps of water breathing.
Okay. No worries, then I just take the rest.
Yeah, between that and the rings of swimming or the cloak of the manta ray, you are able to, with relative comfort, sleep out the night.
Yeah, buddy.
Vic finds a nice, comfortable corner to sleep in because that's what he's used to.
You're weird.
I was homeless for a good chunk of my life. I'm still technically homeless, I guess.
Listen, let me, I'm gonna read you to sleep a good story. It's called The Fountain.
No, that's okay.
No, it'll help you sleep. It helps me sleep.
And we all slept a nice sleep, and then the next day something happened.
Yes, the next day you resume your journey, and you pass a few landmarks on your way. Like there's a giant steam vent coming out of the floor, the seabed, and later on you come across a giant monolith that's been broken, is lying on the seabed. It doesn't look like it's like any of the soil or any of the sand is covering it, though.
I would like to roll over and actually take a look at it. Use Arcana to see if it's magical of any kind.
Oh,
Clearly, cool. There's nothing on it.
Bam, motherfuckers!
I'm impressed.
It is covered in
probably-
writing, but
Wow.
not one of it has any sort of magical resonance or meaning.
Can I read the writing?
You are at this point able to recognize the fact that it is probably Aquan.
Okay.
Take a rubbing.
Right.
Take a rubbing.
I take a rubbing.
I start
Thank you.
You could roll insight, however.
I would like to roll insight to see what would happen if I were to hit it.
No.
It's fine, I've got really good insight when it comes to hitting things.
Oh,
Hagar,
Mike.
Yeah?
you successfully deduced. This must have marked a point of territory, or the limit of Triton territory. And the fact that it's been knocked down recently is probably something the Sahuagin did.
This territory marker, like when wolf piss on ground. Something
Okay.
Noko claim territory for itself.
You know, I hate to say that I called it, but
Anyway,
this is now reading a territorial dispute.
Anyway, let's keep going, guys. We've been distracted by this monolith.
You've been distracted.
Yeah.
I just don't know walking into a lion's den. Or suburban den, as the case may be.
Well, as you continue on, you eventually see what can only be a merman. He is by the entrance to a cave, and it looks like he's waving at you.
All right, before going,
Merman as in something different from a Triton?
Yes. Tritons have feet. Mermen do not.
I see. Have we heard anything about mermen around these parts?
No.
Can I do like a roll, like a what's it called?
Very low.
Insight, maybe?
Is an insight more like reading people? Or, well, I mean...
Yes, insight is for reading people.
Okay. I was thinking more like, are there merfolk around, like a history or something? But, I mean, I guess they're the same, but... So would history be the appropriate role?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know fuck all about mer people.
Let me give it a shot. I'm actually good at history.
So am I, so I'll give it a go as well.
I'm terrible at history.
Yeah.
If I can find it on my sheet.
Wait, did I calculate it right?
I got 15. Yes, let me...
Mine was actually a 14. I don't know why I didn't calculate the double proficiency.
Weird.
So, Sariel, you remember that merfolk are actually fairly common in the waters of your home continent. But you're not entirely sure how common they are down here, but you haven't really heard much about them since you traveled south.
Okay.
All right.
Do I know what languages they speak?
They speak their own language, for the most part. They're certainly capable of learning others.
Well, let's say no hours then.
With that 15 insight, can I tell if he's like trying to lead us into a trap or something?
Well, there's not much to go on, but you don't think that it has any sort of hostile intentions. It does not seem to be glancing furtively at anything.
Okay.
I'd like to give a 10-minute speech about how you can't trust anyone underwater these days.
Anyway, I will swim up and say, do you speak common?
Then listen to my speech.
I'm totally awake.
Then listen to my speech.
Speak a little common. Okay, that's good. Good enough.
Wait. I want to ask him if he speaks... Wait, what languages do I speak again? I'm going to ask him if he speaks Elvish, Sylvan, or possibly Gnomish.
Blank stares.
Okay.
Yeah, alright. Anyway, hi, hello.
One day it'll matter.
You are travelers? Strange travelers.
Yes, we are travelers.
Are you here for other travelers?
What other travelers?
Other travelers like you. They come this way.
Oh, the Adventures Guild guys.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly? We're actually looking for either for the Tritons or the Sahwajin.
Oh, you want to speak the Sahwajin? Oh.
Yeah.
Is it something we should know?
Dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, we've got a flag, so we're hoping that they will respect that.
Okay.
What?
Tritons.
You know why?
Tritons.
You know why the other visitors were down here? Did they speak to you at all?
Yes. Speak to us. Go on their way. Not say we're going. Say very important get there.
Do you know where they were going?
Like, no, he just said he didn't know where they were going. But I can't ask them which direction did they go.
Yeah.
East end of continent.
Is that roughly direction that we're heading?
You're headed a little more south by southeast.
I already asked about the Tritons.
Actually,
you didn't.
Oh, okay.
You literally did not.
You didn't.
Please.
No, I said we were looking for the Tritons, but when I also mentioned this as watching. But,
yeah, but you also mentioned another thing, and he responded to that. So
okay.
you know.
Have you seen the Tritons round at all? Actually.
Not in long time. Long time. Sawajin, they in Triton land. Triton's gone.
Were the Tritons gone before or after the Sawajin started showing up?
Before.
So it wasn't
before.
then?
Triton's gone. Sawajin come.
Do you know where they went?
East. End of continent.
The Tritons went to the end of the continent.
Yes, and to be clear, they're talking about the edge of the continental shelf.
Yeah, is that where the Tritons went? Is what I'm trying to.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's also where the adventurers went. So my guess is that the adventurers found out where the Tritons went and started going after watching.
That would explain why we didn't find much if they were exploring that place as well.
Yeah, not only did the Tritons take all their stuff when they left, but most of what got left behind was already looted by a previous adventuring group.
I actually call Hagar over and I go, Hagar, and then I look at the merman and I go, can you read Aquan?
Read? No.
No, I can't.
No read.
Damn it. Okay, no, never mind.
Wait, can anyone try to pronounce the words? And then he can translate them with his ears.
What's the script?
Yeah. Primal.
Oh, yeah, I don't know any languages with that script.
So he can't read. Is there anything else we want to ask him?
Oh, if you see Sawajin, I can take you past raids.
Actually, very nice of you. I'm expecting you would not do this for free.
Don't mention money unless he brings it up.
He wouldn't do money. I don't think they have.
Well, if
we have shark flesh that you can eat. There, that's how you negotiate.
That is
wow,
funny.
you're racist, assuming they don't have money.
You do it for 20
okay.
clams.
All right, guys, it's all right. He's doing it pro bono. All right, it's fine. All right.
If Sawajin leaves, that is payment.
Okay. All right. Well, my vote is for him to show us the way. What about the rest of you guys?
I mean, you can't trust anyone underwater, but
that's a little bit. That's a bit racist, I guess.
As I said,
you are underwater right now, so therefore I can't trust you to say that, and so therefore we can trust people underwater.
Hagar not understand this.
Mate.
Okay, the way I see it, we could go and speak with the Sawajin, see what we get out of that. But it seems everyone else, as in the Tritons and the last adventuring party, seem to be going both east for some reason.
Well, here's the thing. I would
The problem is that that's kind of vague. That's kind of like saying it's on the east side of the United States. Is what they last seen.
If they're going east, then the danger is west.
Well, here's my thing. One, what Bobbin said is that east is very vague, and 2, the Sahuagin would probably know why they're running away, so I would rather go into it prepared rather than not prepared, because what if they're not running away from something but towards a bigger threat that they're trying to contain?
The Sawajis have been disrupting the trade route that Metro City relies on.
Yeah, but we're also trying to prevent that.
I mean, it can't hurt to go talk to this Sawawa woman. So let's just go do it.
Well, I mean, it could hurt if they turn against us, but.
Well, yeah, then we'll just run away. Everyone else can move it like 70 feet a turn, right? Or is that just me?
And that is why they still consider you a child.
Incidentally, 40
but that was a
swim
joke,
speed
so...
means that you match the Sahuagin, so you would have a good chance of running. Especially since long range ranged attacks don't work underwater. Remember.
Who would run from those?
Anyway, my vote is that we go to Sahuagin and gather a bit more info to see if they know why they went and exactly where.
What kind of odds do you think we have that they honor our flag of truce or peace or whatever?
Better than half, I would imagine, as long as we don't run into a raiding party.
We don't have any other option or anything else to go on.
If they won't honor the flag, then they will
honor
read the book. Of Fury.
If the Merman steal, and then he can take us past the raid, and then we can do to watch.
Guys, I don't want to meta game here, but I feel like maybe we're supposed to talk to the Sahuagin. I feel like maybe that's the signal that's being sent.
Let's go.
By Bauman, the GM of the game.
Let's just do it. I mean, more information is always good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to punch some Sahuagin.
No, you're not.
Maybe. Can't punch any Sahuagin like in their territorial limits. That'd be bad. It'd be non-mare-like.
I don't.
And for the record, if you end up punching up when we're not in a fight, I'm gonna leave you for dead.
Yeah.
They won't kill me.
So if you are all going to continue on, I can continue narrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so the merman leads you for about an hour, but then he gets to a cave that's actually full of about a dozen more of them. Looks like this is some sort of outpost for them, or settlement group. Kind of hard to say. Only the one speaks any common. But they do let you sleep there for the night.
We already slept?
No, it's been a while since it was like a whole day's travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we sleep again, and then...
Yeah. And then the friendly merman leads you out, and eventually you come across a Sahuagin, a group of Sahuagin swimming through the water. He stops you. He says, "Those not raid. Those guard.
Okay.
Those will take flag."
All right. I grab the flag and I swim up to where the guards can see. But okay.
But I go no further.
Okay.
That's
thank
fine.
you. Thank you very much. And I'm sure I would have learned his name in the day that we've been traveling with him. So I think him by name.
Grumbungus.
Tim. Let's have this character. Whose name I am blanking on. Aurelia also go because she's also good at talking.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I hand her the flag. Good.
Okay.
I'll be your muscle.
Just in case.
I wave an underwater flag. It's very resistant, but
I'm muscle and talking all in one.
No.
All right.
Sure.
So,
all right. Let's go.
I'm actually got good charisma.
The patrol consists of 11 Sahuagin. One of them is clearly larger and in charge of the rest.
Forearms?
Not 4 arms, but
Okay.
definitely bigger.
Okay.
And when she sees you approach, she and the rest of the party, rest of their group, raise their spears. But when you wave the flag of parley, she holds out a hand to the rest, and she swims forward to you as the others start to form a semicircle aimed at your group. The creature leading the party casts a spell then. And she says, and afterwards she starts speaking perfect common.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
Why you have flag? Why do you have that flag?
So we can talk to you, mainly.
Yeah, so you don't kill us.
Why do servicers wish to speak to the people?
Well, we're on a mission of exploration and diplomacy.
The seas are restless.
Yes, we've discovered. I see. Okay, I don't want to tell them right off the bat. Oh, we're looking for the Tritons, because like that might come off as they're not friendly with the Tritons, so that might come off as hostile. So instead, I'm going to basically say, well, you know, we surfacers have noticed that the seas, the people of the seas, seem to have changed recently. You know, the your people are ascendant. So we wanted to investigate and understand what has happened and perhaps deal with, you know, come to an arrangement if possible with your people.
Taking what is theirs. What do you have to offer us?
Well, before we offer anything, we need to know why things have changed. Many servicers previously dealt with the Tritons, and they seem to be gone. So, you know, if we were to deal with your people, we would want some kind of assurance that the same would not happen to you.
So, you wish to offer us tribute to stop raiding?
Oh dear.
Perhaps. But first, we seek knowledge. We seek to understand what has happened, so that we may assess for ourselves how our interests and yours may align.
Roll persuasion.
I believe in you.
I'm good at persuasion. I rolled super fucking badly, though.
Hold on.
I mean, for a 3 and getting a 12?
I have a
dude.
spell. Hold on. I have charm person.
Oh.
Doesn't the target know you've
How the
used
fuck
that?
do you get a +9 to goddamn persuasion?
Because, well, first of all, +5 from my thing, +2 or whatever from my proficiency bonus, and then another +2 from also my proficiency bonus again, because I'm an expert or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, real quick. The target only realizes what happens after the spell ends, and it lasts for an hour. So
You're more than you're probably more than an hour away from the settlement.
okay. Well, fair.
Yeah, I
we
think
don't
I don't
wanna
think
do-
we should.
Does anyone
use
else
that
have
kind of-
charm person?
I do,
I mean-
but I'm not going to use it.
I also do. Wow, we all have it. Okay. I also have suggestion in an emergency, but
I also have friendship.
suggestion doesn't make them like me, or whatever. So
You people with your spells don't use
Wait, I have...
spells.
Wait, no, Enthrall's
but-
different. Never mind.
With
Yeah,
a
what the
12,
fuck?
with a 12, the priestess.
I'm here to get free trade for the people of Metro City.
With a 12, the priestess gives you a long look, then says, "We will honor the flag of Parley. We will take you to our leader. But you had better offer him tribute if you want to leave."
Well, okay. I'm gonna say like, okay, very well, but could you tell us what sort of tribute is expected? We did not come intending to be the ones to finalize any agreement of tribute. So we are capable of providing a gift, perhaps, but not a great tribute from the kingdoms of the surface.
Speak for yourself. I can offer tribute from the city of Metro City.
Well, you may offer gifts, perhaps hostages, and then the tribute would come later. But do not think that. Do not think that we will not want something from the surfacers in exchange for ending the raids.
Of course, we understand that payment would be required for such a thing. But for now, we simply wish to talk, to discuss, and then we will take your words back to the great kingdoms of the surface.
Yeah, she just barked out orders to follow her in the middle of your speech. Ignore the rest. And now,
well, that's rude, but okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we can definitely take them.
You're just not a very good politician.
Well, the priestess definitely isn't.
Really good.
I'm very good. Well, I don't need to be a politician because I have the divine right of princesses.
I will just say that the priestess is not a good politician.
Fair.
Okay. Well, I follow her, and I also start moving away as Aurelia's character, or as Aurelia just keeps talking.
Yes, and well, now at the rest of the Sahuagin basically surround you, make sure that you all stay in one group in the center of their in the center of a little sphere they're creating.
Could have figured something like this would happen.
I'm letting you handle negotiations, but if you muck this up, I'm not going to be happy.
So, several hours pass. Excuse me. Several hours pass before eventually you come across what must be the encampment. Now, for those of you who come from the Southern Empire, or those of you who have visited there, the Sahuagin encampment looks uncannily familiar. The Sea Devils live in conical tents made by propping wooden posts together and wrapping them with canvas sails. The smaller tents use ship rigs, while the larger ones use masts and keels. Now, the main difference is that you don't see any fires or smokes wafting from the tents, plus the inhabitants tend to swim from place to place instead of walking. The guards escort you straight to the biggest tent that must belong to the chieftain. And aside from the size, you see that it is surrounded by plunder piled up against the sides.
I take a look at Nako, and I just shake my head.
Nice.
What did I do?
No, don't. Just don't. On our way out. I don't say that out loud.
Whoa!
I don't say that out loud, by the way.
Well, don't forget that you have certain objects that you are looking for.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did. They did say they would be near this watching. God damn it. As we swim past, can I roll a perception check just to really quickly see if they are there?
Perception or investigate, and anyone can do this.
I would, but I don't know what he's looking for in character.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
I think I'm just as good as both of them, so I'm going to roll.
Does any of this look like it's from Metro City? That's my perception.
With a 19, you see a pile of gold that may very well have been a pile of gold sent from a ship from Metro City.
I mean, does it have my face on? Because if it does, then that'd be Metro City gold.
You're not close enough.
The fuck? You're just a mayor!
Well, if you
They
get to
take
mint,
that shit seriously there.
if you get to mint the coins, then you get to put your face on them.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. But seriously, though, Nako, for one, locates both of the statues that you are told to find.
Yeah.
The full-sized reclining statue of a nude woman is on the left side, and the gold statuette of a dwarven female is sticking up, kind of upside down, on the right side.
I already have a plan forming, but we'll take care of it. We'll take care of this first. I don't want to do this right now because that would be suicide, honestly.
A lot of things right now is suicide.
Yeah.
They're a warrior race, so maybe I should just challenge the strongest of them to single combat.
Let's go in and talk, for the love of God.
All right. Well, you go inside, and you know instantly who is in charge because he is even bigger than the priestesses that you've come across, and he has 2 sets of arms. That's new.
Would you say that the guy who's in charge is quite large, then?
Oh, yes.
No! Don't
Very much
fucking
larger
say
than
it!
anyone else present.
Oh, shit.
And flanked by 2 priestesses, aside from the one that brought you in here.
Do the other Sahagwad, those guys seem to be making any kind of deferential bowing or anything towards the leader?
Exactly.
I'm gonna bow just to be safe.
Well,
I'm going to just copy whatever they do to him.
Yeah, the Sahwadran priestess who comes in with you gives a, what you can only describe as a gesture of deference, because bowing doesn't really make much sense underwater.
I do that then.
Yeah, same. I look at what he does and I do it.
I doff my cap.
It's time to copy it.
All right.
I was trying to see if I could get insight into what was expected of us, but that's not a great roll, so I'll just copy as well.
Well, to be honest, what's happening right now hasn't happened very often in the past. Anyway.
So, do you think he speaks common?
I'm pretty sure they have a spell for that.
Yeah. One of the priestesses swims up to the big one, casts a spell, touches him, and then the other priestess casts the spell and uses it on herself. And the big guy says, "You may now... So, do you now understand me, surfacers?"
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Very good. So, you bring the flag of parley. Why?
Can I just basically repeat the explanation that I gave before? We're here to sort of, explore, find out what happened to the Tritons, because, the servicers want to have safe trade. So previously, many of them had dealings with the Tritons, but now the Tritons are gone. So we'd like to, get the lay of the land, as it were.
Tritons flee. They fear the might, the rising might of the people.
I see. Can I roll persuasion, or do I not need to right now?
Yeah, insight would see what he means by the people.
I assume he meant the Sahwajan. Who else?
Yeah.
I mean, the fish. The fish rose up in rebellion. The sharks.
Salmon.
The context clues are pretty good.
Even with a 7.
It's like, I gotta roll inside to get basic.
Guys, I know how politicians talk. All right.
Even with a 7, you realize that he is speaking, that he is blustering right now.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean.
Okay.
And as you're just sort of thinking to yourself, he's actually just continuing to go on and on, bragging about himself and about the people.
Okay. I will let him go on. What he do?
So
he seems to be particularly proud of the location that he received, since it means he gets first picking of all of the ships that come from Narathak. Apparently it was assigned to him by the great High Chieftain.
Oh, there's a higher chieftain. I see. Where does the great High Chieftain live?
Far away to the south.
I see.
That is where the people live. This is where the people hunt.
Of course. So you must be a great hunter to be the chief of this area.
It's kind of hard to tell, but you think he's doing whatever a sea devil does when it smiles.
Oh, nasty.
My flattery is working. So I'm gonna say to him now. So, could you tell me then the story of how you and the people that made the Tritons flee? Because if the surfacers are to make an agreement with you, they must have confidence that the Tritons will not return and take back the land they previously held.
Roll persuasion. Okay.
Nice.
He seems to visibly. What's the word for that? He seems to get a little uneasy at this point. When you ask for the full story, he says, "Well, Tritons, they run when the people come. They run to the edge of the continent, and there they die. They must have died because now the deep ones are there."
What are the deep ones exactly? Do I need to roll persuasion for even consider answering that?
The deep ones are the deep ones. They live in the abyss. They stay in the abyss. And when they come out of the abyss, people fight them. People get rid of them.
Can I roll history to find out what he's talking about?
And okay,
Yes.
and for out of character
Yes.
clarification, do you mean abyss as in like the deepest dark parts of the ocean, or abyss as in the literal place in the hell called the abyss?
As in the oceanic abyss.
Thank you.
That is actually a 17 again. The double proficiency isn't working.
Well, it should be in like that little drop-down menu.
Yeah, it is, and it's selected, but it's not working for some reason.
Well,
Wait, how did a double proficiency get you to 17 though?
Because it wasn't included.
Right, but
That's just the
proficiency bonus is only.
Yeah.
Are you saying you didn't get any proficiency bonus?
Yeah,
Oh.
because I think it's factoring it in.
That's just the dice roll plus wisdom.
Oh,
Okay.
weird.
it would
I got
be
a 19.
It would actually be plus intelligence.
Yeah, she's an intelligence skill.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, right. Sorry, I was misreading it.
I got a 19. What do I know about the history of whatever?
Well, you're not quite sure about this Deep Ones, this name, but you are familiar with the idea of there being some sort of fish people who prefer the dark. They could live down in the depths where it is eternally dark. And normally that is entirely where they live. They actually fear and hate the light. So the idea that they are coming up to the continental shelf where you can still see sunlight sounds very odd.
I actually wouldn't know this, so I wouldn't have to ask about it. But I'm guessing Serial would.
I'll fill you in later. Right now it's not really appropriate to sidebar it, so I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Unless you can think of a really good way for me to naturally bring it up.
So,
also, roll insight.
You can ask why are the Deep Ones coming this far up.
Oh, finally I get a good roll.
I could, but I won't, because I'm not talking. I'm letting other people talk.
So this chieftain, who, by the way, I forgot to mention his name, Nomomohi. Chieftain Nomomohi gets visibly nervous when he starts talking about the Deep Ones.
My stomach.
So I'm trying to think of a way to bring this up without outright insulting.
What are you trying to bring up?
The fact that he's nervous about whenever he talks about them, they're nervous.
Okay, well, no, don't bring that up.
Yeah, please don't.
But that's why I'm saying trying to think of a way to ask it without asking it.
I'm more concerned with sort of pressing him a bit on the whole, Triton thing, because it's kind of clear that he's lying, but I don't want to outright call him on it. So, I'm just going to ask him sort of, in the past, your people have fought the Tritons many times, correct? What was so different this time that they were forced to flee and you were able to win such a significant victory?
They realize they never win. They realize they never win, so they find another foe.
The Deep Ones.
Yes, the Deep Ones.
I see. But,
where do the Deep Ones come from? Where specifically at the edge of the continent, where do they come from?
From beyond. From the abyss.
Yeah, but what point?
From the depths that no good person would ever venture.
Right, but from what point do they rise? Do they rise at a specific point, or do they rise all along the edge of the continent?
From everywhere, but especially from where the Tritons went. We face them most of all. My tribe.
Okay, so I feel like this might be another persuasion roll, but I'm gonna say to him, I think that before we can make any deal on behalf of the surface kingdoms, we must see proof. We will look ourselves. We don't expect you to give it to us, but we must venture further so that we can confirm that the Tritons are truly dead or gone forever. Otherwise, there will be many in the surface kingdoms who will be uncertain about giving tribute to your people.
Sorry, I was kind of in the middle of something.
Oh. Okay, well, I rolled pretty badly again. Jesus. Basically, I'm saying to them, like, before we can make a deal with them, we need to go see for ourselves where the Tritons went to confirm that they are dead or gone forever. Otherwise, the surface kingdoms will be uncertain about paying tribute to the Sahuagin.
Well, they go to the canyon. The canyon is the only safe way to the abyss.
I see. And will you direct us to this canyon so we may see for ourselves?
Why should we take you there? We are here for tributes.
Well, as I said, if you want the great, we do not have with us the greatest riches of the surface kingdoms. We are only a small group come here to parley, to speak with you and bring back your words to the surface kingdoms. So if you wish for the great tribute that the surface kingdoms can give you, then we must be able to give them word to prove that the Tritons are gone and that your people are the true rulers of the ocean.
You cannot. You must take my word. If you do not take my word, then you will die. Because all who approach that canyon now do not come back. Not even the people.
I see.
So the deep ones are getting more aggressive? Is that what you're saying?
They're killed by the deep ones?
Yeah, the deep ones are weak, but there are many of them. And they do not stop coming.
I see, but...
We fight them off, and we still have people for the ships, the raids. Our tribe is not weak.
Indeed, but then can we, can we go see at least your people fight them off? Or we could help, perhaps. We are all capable warriors.
You may not. Roll insight.
Okay, well, obviously, there's something he doesn't want us to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's plain on his sharkish face. He is losing.
I am the service's most capable warrior, and I need to see the abyss.
Hold on, can we let Bobbin speak, please?
Sorry.
I just what I said already. It is clear on his face that despite what he is saying, the people are losing.
I see.
So this is a problem that takes care of itself.
How about this?
Well, not entirely.
Our tribute is our ability to go fight with them. Then we can go find. They take us there. We can go find out.
They don't want to demonstrate weakness.
Yeah,
That's a terrible idea.
That's the point.
Also, these things are super incredibly strong. So,
Not bad.
Our tribute to you for allowing us to leave with our lives is I will give you this weapon. Your
stop. stop. Before we start, like, just going, here's our tribute, maybe we, as a party, should discuss it instead of people just saying stuff.
I was speaking out of character, but just so you know.
Well, I mean, in character, we could ask him if we could have a moment to speak amongst ourselves if we want to speak in character as well.
He waves at you dismissively.
Okay.
But you notice that the priestess, the one who casts tongues on herself, is not taking her eyes off of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
All right.
Cover our mouths with our hands so she can't read our lips. We're geniuses. I'm a good spy.
Yeah, all right. I guess. I mean, how do we handle this? We have to go to that canyon. But I don't know if there's any way that we can get them to. There's no way for us to persuade them to let.
No, and doing it would probably piss them off.
Yeah, here's the thing: the chief won't convince us, but maybe somebody else will. Like maybe there's somebody in here who has.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Unless they approach us, like there's no way that we can just go random people here.
No,
especially because most of them don't even speak common.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, it's a long shot, but I mean, if somebody else approaches us, then we should definitely take them up on it. But like, I definitely not the chief is not going to be joining us.
Is there any way of proposing an alliance and make that work?
I mean, what if we phrase it as though we're not trying to make him look weak? What if we try and say we're looking for a challenge, something strong to fight?
I mean, I'm a wanderer, and I'm excellent at geography and finding the right way. Why can't we find the canyon ourselves and just find?
Yeah, I mean,
I think get out of here first.
Most likely, it'll be kind of dangerous because they might attack us. But
the thing is, we're still going to have to give them tribute in order to leave with our lives. You realize, right?
Roll perception.
Okay.
Sorry, I closed my thing.
Lake, Grenache, Mako, and Lady Serial.
Holy shit! I never see anything!
But, and yes, even Mike, you all notice when the priestess who had cast tongues on herself swims over to the great chieftain and whispers into his ear.
Fuck, did she have some spell that let her overhear us?
Oh, shit.
And so the chieftain...
We should leave!
Bangs his spear against the ground to get your attention, and he says, I have an idea for the tribute you surfacers can give us. You shall go to the canyon. You shall defeat the enemies of the people.
This is good.
This is exactly what I wanted.
In this way, you may show tribute to us.
Great.
Deal.
All right, fine.
Sure. Fuck. Well,
What we wanted, guys. They're showing us to
this
the
is
canyon.
what you wanted.
They're showing us to the canyon.
Home.
Okay.
And I can't even get drunk before I die.
And if you should find the Tritons and help them to destroy the deep ones, then perhaps this can also be allowed.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
I go. I actually say that is a brilliant idea, sir. Thank you.
I just flex and look excited.
Yeah.
And by the way, just for the record, the priestess didn't have a spell to overhear you. You're in water. Sound carries.
Fuck.
I get the feeling I probably wasn't trying to whisper to begin with.
Does it carry that well? Wow, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, if your ears are adapted to it, yeah.
So wait, Can we hear what they said to each other?
Yeah, what do they say?
They spoke in their own language.
Fuck!
Oh, fuck, right. They
you
can do that, those
while you're in-
cheaters.
I mean,
tongues.
alright, I'm just gonna start talking in Elvish, and anyone that can understand me is welcome to...
Yeah, fuck, we should have just had that conversation in Elf.
Well, we're having it now, motherfucker! Who else speaks Elvish?
Actually,
I only speak
well, tongues
Orcish
also
in
lets you
common.
understand any language.
Fuck me!
No, this is great. We get a good fight, and then we get what we want.
No, I want to go to bed. In character, not of character.
Okay, well...
Like twice.
Next time on Dungeons and Dragons, we go to the canyon.
You go to
Fine.
bed.
We get
Next
the best
time
fight.
I'm not
on
going to make
Canyons and Sea Monsters.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll insight just to say this. It's pretty apparent that basically you and the Sawajin want the same thing, but for pride's sake, the Sawajin are acting like it's their idea.
Oh, they're fucking assholes.
No,
I say
they're diplomatic.
no. What I say that, but I use elaborate hand gestures that there's no way they can translate because I make them up on the fly.
You guys just don't understand how politicians work.
No,
I kind
their
of do,
politics are
actually.
Bad.
Same.
Like,
These are bad politics.
Anyway, I thank him for the opportunity that he has presented to us.
But yeah,
A
Very
knowing
much
look
like
to
this.
I give a
Considering the-
knowing look to a nearby lobster.
considering the
Oh, man.
situation, let me just offer one suggestion. You might be able to push.
okay, what do I push?
For a better deal.
Yourself down some stairs.
However, I got it. However, I thank you for this, but if we do come back alive, and that is if, may we have the choice of 2 items from your, from the treasure outside of your tent, but only 2.
Wait, what?
The statues!
Yeah, but... Oh boy, okay.
His eyes narrow. Which 2?
I kind of need some of Metro City's money back so we can actually trade.
No, don't worry about it, Mike. We'll make you some new money. Have you heard of a thing called transmutation?
I
Also,
am
money is
completely honest,
fungible.
and I am completely 100% honest, and I say the statues, sir.
There's more than 2 statues. You just
I described the 2 statues that we were hired to collect.
All right. Well, in that case, he confers with the priestess next to him in their language. Before turning back and say, "Statues are ugly. You may have them."
Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm shocked that worked, but okay.
Yeah, so am I. I'm really shocked that worked. Like, 10,000,000%.
Yeah, I'm still going to have to
But the small
negotiate
one
getting
is
my gold
but
back.
the small one is gold. Bring back something of the deep ones, and I will, and only then will you get the gold.
That is fair,
Okay.
sir. Just bring back a
The
couple
deal.
heads, I guess.
Yeah. I can always pick up mementos.
Need clams, which is the currency that they have in this land.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go clamming, guys.
Let's have a clam bake.
Let's go jam
All
some
right, let's go.
Let's
Get
go
murdered
drink
by
some
deep ones.
Clamato.
Rooms like we're a bunch of lobsters.
Oh god.
Don't have a natural hierarchy.
And then with the
Let's be
negotiation...
lobsters
even-
and eat whatever falls from the sky,
We
whatever
won't even need
garbage
to do
falls on us.
the plan that I was originally thinking, which was cast invisibility on Nako and have him go steal
Oh
them
my
with his
God.
bag of holding.
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah, well, that would have been the thing, wouldn't it? I would have to convince you about it. But either way, point is, we don't even need to do that. We're just gonna get them. Excellent.
Man, I haven't got to act like a politician yet.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. Anyway, is that it? Is that all we've got for tonight?
Yep, that was tonight's session.
All right, cool.
did it!
Next time on Dungeons and Dragons, the gang goes to.
Underwater hell.
Let's not sugarcoat it. The gang gets fucking murdered. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get turbo murdered, and this is the end of Cool Kid.
Time, a 3 hour
Everyone's gonna get turbo murdered, and then, Aurelia's gonna reveal her secret ability at the last second, and she's the only one who will escape because of it.
She's gonna go.
What is her secret ability, you ask? I guess you'll just have to wait and see. I've been trying to wait for a suitably dramatic moment to reveal it.
And I'll do some talking.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Next week, I will actually be here on time because I work the weekend, so I won't actually be working on Tuesday. So, good night.
Huzzah.
Good night.
Hey.
Hey, we did it. I'm going to sleep now.